Greetings and salutations, my dear ladies and gentlemen. This is, of course, Like Crypto here, and you're watching our monthly airdrop series. This is the issue for June 2025, and I don't even know why it's me speaking like an Englishman right now, so accent fixed. So in terms of looking down back to May, I thought it was a pretty strong month for me, at least personally. We had a couple of very large drops like Sofon, so in case you bought one of the nodes, which I did show on the channel at some point last year, I think you got like $1,200 for just buying the actual node. So that was a pretty large drop. Then we had Dude from Doodles. I mean, I lost a lot of money that because the NFTs really tanked. Then we had Athena Season 3. We had the Salana name service. And then we had Resolve, which price we don't know, but obviously this was a project that I also shilled quite a lot throughout the last months or so. And then obviously I've been printing a lot of money throughout the Hypeos, which are basically the blue chip NFT on the Hyperliquid ecosystem. So I got like Rub, which was $500, the EVM Mood, another $200. So that NFT has been printing me so much money throughout this year. It's crazy. So in case you're looking for a blue chip NFT to get, maybe that's probably the best valuation you can get of any NFT right now, in my opinion, in terms of airdrops, not financial advice. Now, in terms of like comparing it to April, I thought it was pretty strong. There were a lot of drops that many people got on, obviously, on April, which we had talked about, like Hyperlane, Kelp, MentorDAO, Stakestone, Zora, Indisha, Hadel, Milky Way. So a lot of drops for a lot of people because we've been talking about those a lot. Now, looking down into June and summer as a whole, I think ever since I came from Dubai, from the Sui base camp, I've become more reinvigorated and a lot more optimistic about the market conditions, and that is also my basic belief on the current airdrop system. So right now, there are still a couple of these large-based projects which have not done their tokens, including OpenSea, which is the first thing I want to talk about here. And before I just start with the list, I just want to say that there's a lot of mid-sized airdrops to grind right now. I think there's a lot of testnets. There's a lot of liquidity-placed airdrops where you can just park your liquidity. There's a lot of things where you can just be active and farm, like these extension-based airdrops. There's a lot of them going on right now. So there's a little bit of everything for poor people, for rich people, and for people who want to grind and do a lot of transactions. There's a lot of opportunities, guys, and every week some of my old subscribers come to me on my DMs or in the comments. Is it too late? Is it too late? Well, it's not too late to get into some of these drops. So first of all, we have OpenSea, and OpenSea has basically started out this new quest campaign, which they call Voyages. And the voyages are basically a lot of normal stuff like buying NFTs on a certain chain, making swaps here, and you're going to be getting experience based on those tests. There's some very easy ones which don't require any money, which are Twitter related. And there's nothing on Discord so far, even though it's going to be asking you to connect your Discord and Twitter. And you can also connect your Salana address and also your abstract address, which I recommend doing. You can farm abstract at the same time with the OpenSea. Now, they had, I'm not going to be showing it right now, but they had this trailer video where they showed the Bored Ape Yacht Club, they showed the Pudgy Penguin, and then they showed the Doodles. And then there was a fourth one, I believe, in the video. And I actually believe those have been the big NFT collections in OpenSea, kind of like part of the ecosystem. And I think those are going to be getting an allocation on this OpenSea airdrop. So the OpenSea airdrop is going to be three different system. It's going to be a lot of these treasure things. It's going to be this XP. And then it's going to be your past volume. And then there's definitely going to be those certain NFT collections which are going to be getting allocation as well. And I believe it's going to be Pudgy, Doodles, Bored Ape Yacht Club. I don't really believe in the punks, but it could be on the cards as well. There might be like a 10 collections that they're going to be rewarding. So I think it's going to be a very wholesome. A lot of people are going to be getting it. And I really recommend doing this, as a lot of these quests are very, very easy. There doesn't seem to be any formal leaderboard right now, but doing transactions, buying NFTs, these are going to be contributing into this airdrop. Then we have another hardware-based airdrop called Solid, I don't know how to pronounce it. And basically they are doing cases for the Solana Seeker, which is the second phone after Saga. And Solana Seeker, I'm actually kind of bullish on it. It might actually even become my main phone. Let's see how it basically will pan out. That will drop on August. So that is shipping on August, and that is obviously going to be getting airdrops in itself. There's multiple partners already, and it has already received a lot of airdrops as well. And this is a physical cover you can buy for the Seeker. It's $40, the cheapest one. This is the one that I bought. I think this is the coolest one. And basically, by buying this, you're going to be getting a Soulbone token, and that is going to be getting airdrops. One airdrop has been already confirmed, and I'm believing that Solid will have their own airdrop as well coming out. And I don't know when exactly this is going to be shipping, but I believe it's going to be shipping before the Seeker is going to be hitting the shelves. That would be the most logical. And then they do have also more, you know, expensive cases, and maybe they're going to be getting something more rare. But fundamentally, I think I'm just going to go with a $40 one, and that's the best way to do it. So another one for hardware buyers out there, obviously, so you still have the opportunity to buy the Seeker phone, I believe. Let's just for the sake of the argument, let's just make sure that that is still on store, because people are going to be FOMOing it a lot on it. Yeah, you can pre-order it still. But let's go back into our list. So next up we have Grass. Now I have done my investigation videos on Grass, and it seems that there hasn't been an epidemic of a crisis here in terms of malware. There's still a lot of red signals about Grass, but I can't like deny the fact that Grass was a big airdrop. It made a lot of people a lot of money, and there's still time to jump into the season 2 and obviously like download it on a burner phone, burner laptop, or whatever, where it's going to be safe, and then just grinding it. There's a lot of these Grass alternative based airdrops, and maybe I'm going to be doing a whole separate video for it. If you want to see that, make sure you're going to be leaving a comment down below. Then, speaking of similar projects, we have Ping Network. And this is basically an extension that serves as a VPN. So here I basically have the Ping, and it basically connect to different servers. So it acts as a VPN for free, and you're going to be getting points by connecting in. And there's a referral system. I'm going to be, here's my, so PM5CKA. Use that code to get extra points when you're going to be signing up. And they are likely going to be doing an airdrop. This is going to be a long phase thing, so we're only in season 1 right now. Then there's going to be season 2 and 3, but it could mean that in season 1 they are already going to be conducting an airdrop. And this is another one that you can actually install on your phone as well, so in case you don't want to put it as an extension. But this looks pretty professional website, so that's what I am kind of bullish on it, that it could be amounting to a pretty sizable airdrop. Moving on, we have Firecaster. Now, Firecaster, I already did an individual video on. A lot of things have changed since then. So this website used to be called Warpcast. It rebranded to Firecaster. And they have a lot of monad-related things. And basically what you can do on the website is, you know, connect with your wallet. And you can do like this monad spin. So this will give you basically money on monad, so basically any types of tokens, so you can grind out monad transactions doing this. And there's a lot of other games and apps in this website, and all of those things can contribute potentially to their own airdrops. So Firecaster is like the cheap airdrop that you can participate on. I'm giving out one single free invite to Firecaster. Usually I think it costs like $5 to get in. So I got one invite down below in the description. The first one to get it will basically get access. And there's also a rewards tab. And I believe this kind of goes into if you're going to be grinding a lot and you're ranking in like top 2,300, you're going to be getting like dollar prizes here. So basically you're going to be getting USDC rewards by basically being high up on the ranking. And I think that is just based on your engagement. So you got to be top 2,530 here, and you're going to be getting rewards. Now also in the wallet, you can have Salana. If you have more than $15 of Salana and Ethereum, you have eligibility to get airdrops on your wallet by doing nothing. Obviously, activity is going to be mattering a lot too. So Firecaster right now is a really, really good way to grind Monad and the Firecaster airdrop at the same time. So I would definitely not sleep on this right now, because I think they have gained a lot of momentum recently, and they're becoming more popular. Then we have Linera, another testnet based airdrop that you can interact with. A lot of social media tasks over here, pretty simple. There's a referral program, and you basically link your account, Discord and Twitter to the website, and then you can verify these things. Just use a burner Twitter. You don't have any requirements on how big the Twitter account has to be. I think Linera has had a lot of GOX missions in the past. Maybe I'm going to be doing a whole Linera guide. I mean, I think they have raised like 50 million or maybe $8 million. So it's going to be a bit of a lower cap testnet project, but I think there's a lot of potential for it. So it's a pretty interesting project. Then, in case where people are looking for a new derivatives market or DEX to grind, in case they're looking for the next Hyperliquid, there is Poloniex FI or FX Poloniex. This is another one where you can do derivatives trading. These can be, or historically been, pretty good performers in terms of DEXs, so there's no point of like trading on Binance and these types of things, because you can get points here by doing so. Obviously, some of you want to do Hyperliquid still, and that's also very, very smart, because I think Hyperliquid Season 2 is also going to be printing quite a lot. Moving on, we have Loopscale, and this is another place where you can park your Salana assets. So in case you want to farm something on Salana, you can do Loopscale. There is a point system over here, and basically by lending Salana or USDC, USDG, Jito, Sol, or Fragmentic Sol. I actually have a lot of that on another account. So you're going to be getting points, and you're going to be getting APY also on top of them. Getting 6.8% on USDC is pretty competitive rate on a DeFi thing. Yes, there are some other ones that give better, but in terms of Solana, I don't know there's anything else. But another one that you should look on. You guys are looking for other things to grind on Solana. Solana name service have a season 2 coming out. Here's my referral code in case you want to use 39HJM5C5. And there are a couple of different things you can get throughout here. So basically setting up your primary domain, setting up your avatar, linking your Twitter account, Telegram profile, and then you just verify them, and basically you're going to be getting dots, and those dots are going to be amounting into airdrops. We have obviously a couple of NFT collections here like Mad Lads and all these sorts of things, which you can get throughout Discord. So those are another ones that you should definitely do. And there's not really that many tasks here, so it's pretty easy to do in like one go, one sitting, and then you're going to be getting airdrop. Moving on, we have Vololo. So in case you're looking, another place to put your SUI in, because Hadel did their airdrop last month. It wasn't very big. It was pretty lackluster, to be honest. But now we have Vololo, which is actually a bigger project. And Vololo just started their leaderboard. I'm currently 1,392. And I'm like right now going to move all of my SUI into Vololo SUI, because it's basically going to be the largest airdrop that I can get, and it's the best form of liquid staking that I currently can do. There are some couple of other ones like Aftermath maybe, but I'm kind of bullish on Vololo right now. And then when Vololo is over, I'm going to be transitioning into the next one. So that's kind of what I recommend you guys doing as well. And you can also do, you're going to be just getting free points by just holding. And I think you can mint it here as well directly. So let's say, okay, actually don't. It's 122. Let's go. And then I'm just going to be hitting the wallet here. And this is pretty simple. And it's very, very low risk. Like the LSTs are one of the lowest risk thing you can do basically on the whole market right now. And I recommend doing them. Maybe not on Ethereum, but on other chains. And there we go, approving. And we're going to be going again. Okay, now I'm increasing my stake, and I'm trying to be on top 1,000. That's probably going to be getting a higher allocation. But let's move on. Then we have Hyperbeat. This is another lending protocol on Hyperliquid. We have to kind of strategize. A lot of people are kind of now, all governments are getting into Ethereum, on Bitcoin right now. Everybody's building Bitcoin reserves, and then it's going to be Ethereum reserves after that. So you have Bitcoin. Definitely own Bitcoin on other chains, not on the mainnet. Own it on these other chains where you can basically put it into these vaults and get yield for it. That is going to be a very, very good strategy if you're going to be holding it for the next 4 years. So that's going to be, once the bear market hits, I'm going to be getting a lot of Bitcoin, and then I'm going to be putting it in these types of wallets and getting like APYs and airdrops at the same time. That's the best strategy right now here. And there's a couple of good options over here. We have a couple of gauntlets. I think these are more riskier ones, but I think they might be also related to Morpho airdrop. But I always said that lending protocols never are going to be super big airdrops, so it may not be for everybody. And then as a last entry, we have Sonic Labs, and they obviously have the Sonic point system. And I being a bit of a lackluster farming this one, which is not good because this is actually a pretty high-end project, and I should be farming it a lot more. And because I have allocated like 2 million Sonic for this case, or was it 200 million or something crazy? Yeah, that was 200 million. So they're making this massive airdrop, and I should be actually getting a lot more of it. There's a couple of ways to do it. You can earn it by staking it, but the staking has unstaking time of 14 days. So you're going to be kind of smart about it. Is that the best strategy to go with? And it's obviously leaderboard. There is obviously upgrading here. So in case you have Phantom on the old chain, then you're going to definitely want to upgrade it. Bridging is going to be one of the things that's going to be playing into it. And like moving assets to Sonic Labs are probably going to be one of the airdrop criteria. So that's something you should also look into. But that's basically wraps up my video. As you can see, there's a lot of different options for you. People who have money, people who don't have money, everybody has something to grind here. A lot of good options, which are good mid-tier, things that can yield very nice airdrops, especially if you're going to be very dedicated on them. And we're going to be coming back in early June for another episode, because there's so much things to cover. I couldn't fit everything on this video, just the best ones. But obviously you can join the Telegram and the Discord to basically get the latest information about the best airdrops. Thanks for watching. I will be seeing you in the next video. Cheers.